Hi, everyone. Hi, guys. If you can hear me, please do let me know in the comment section. Hello, everyone. Hey, hello, Abby. Good evening. How are you, baby sis? How are you today? I'm good, Abby. I'm good. How are you? I'm good, 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 good. I'm good, 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 good. Right, come in, guys. Let's talk this talk. Oh, good, 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 good to hear. Right, guys. So just waiting on others to join me. I know it's like an hour after when I would normally do it, when I would normally do this live stream, but I think I'm just going to get started so we don't waste time. So, in a quick intro, my name is Wemimo, and I'm also known as That Mom of Five and also known as TMO5 Kanduko. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back. So, we all know, or I'm sure you guys have seen the title and why we are here. When I saw the news yesterday, which was on Sunday, obviously the post from Tuface, saying his marriage to that he's been separated from Annie. Let me find that post because I don't want to miss anything. Like I want to start it the way it started. So there was a post by Tuface. As we all know, in case you don't know, Tuface is a popular Nigerian music artist. He was known for you. He sang "You Are My African Queen," "Girl of My Dreams." So, and Annie Idibia, Annie Idibia, we all know her. She is the wife of Tuface, and she is currently in the Young, Famous, and African TV show. Um, Prior to this news breaking, Annie has been dragged. In fact, I'm currently working on the review of the show Young, Famous, and African. I'm still working on the review of that, like of that show. I've just not had the time to edit it. I've already done it, but I just need to edit it. So Annie has been trending on like in the past few weeks since Young, Famous, and African launched. She's been trending, and yes, people have been giving her gbasgbos. And at first, when she was started receiving that gbasgbos, I really did not know what it was all about because when I watched the first season of that show, I didn't quite. It was not really there for me because I felt like they were just showcasing luxury, they were showcasing outfit, they were showcasing parties. And I thought that was all what that show was all about. So I really did not. I was really not into it. So I watched the season one, I watched the season two as well. So going back to the season one, I know we are not talking about that show. I just want us to have a context. Going to that season one, I will say she seems all right in that season one. And season two came, that was the beginning of Bass Boost. And then season three came. Season three was, guess, was how people started dragging her. And at some point, I was like, this dragging that they were dragging her, this is a show, this is a reality show. Some of the things they do there, they probably would have given them a script because I don't think they will just be giving each other bad boost. And then, to be honest, guys, that young, famous, and African, I hope that's how they call it. Good evening, Light. How are you? Please like this live stream as you come in. I really don't see the importance of that show, to be honest, because I try to kind of like get entertained watching that show, but I often find me being like really upset. Like, what kind of show is this? Because yes, they all portray fancy outfits and all of that, but then when they meet, all they do is use any dinner, any event, all they use that event to come and settle, to start gbasgbos and come and settle gbasgbos. In fact, they don't settle most times. It's meant to start gbasgbos. So yeah, obviously, that show, especially that season 3, Annie was not good. She was not good in that season 3. She was not good. I was surprised that she actually picked a fight with Swanky, because obviously she was close to Swanky. I was surprised she picked a fight with him. I was surprised that at some point she picked a fight with Iniedo as well, even though Iniedo get our own for body. I know this is not about us reviewing that show, but I just want to start from somewhere. I was surprised that she picked a fight with those two people. And I must say, like, she was not right. She did not look great in that season 3. She did not look great. You know, she was like, you know, somebody, when she talks, she's like that. She's like, you know, like the way she do, like someone who has some sort of, at some point, I thought maybe she was sick. And then I had to go back and watch season 2. Like, she was not like this in season 2. Like, what the hell is wrong with this lady? So, obviously, it was not surprising to me, because about a few years ago, I have that video on my channel where Annie Idibia's brother came out to allege that Annie is on some, like Annie is, she's abusing substance or misusing substance. So that one did that video. Even with that one, when you hear him talk, you know that is also on that thing. And then not long after he made that video, he came out with another video again apologizing, even though Annie is the one that is carrying all of their responsibility. So that video is on my channel there. It's been a while, but I'll try and share it on my community later on. So we woke up, later that evening. Hello, Moyeme, good evening, how are you? Tuface never changed or deceived Annie. He has always been in the sea. He has always been saying, never hate the father. He's not a monogamous. He has always said he's polygamous and respect. Okay. Welcome to see you again, Moyeme. So, let's go back to that post. I screenshotted, I thought I had it on my laptop, but let me see what I screenshotted here. So, yeah. Tuface Idibia released a post saying that, hello to my beautiful people of all federations. Hello, everybody. Please like this live stream as you come in. Hello, OJ. Well, this thing I have to say is short, but also long. I and Annie Macaulay, he called her Macaulay. He's already dropped his name. I've been separated for a while now and currently filed divorce. I would grant a press release soon to say my story, not because it is anyone's right to know about my personal life, but because I love my people and I need them to know my innocence or offense. Stay blessed, my people, and I love you all. So when I read this post, I was like, nah, that is he planning a music comeback, or is Annie planning a movie comeback? And then not quite long afterwards, after that, there was another message from the same angle, which says that my Instagram account has been hacked. Efforts are being carried out to take back control. One love. And you all know, guys, if your Instagram is hacked, it will take you weeks to get that account back. Please like this live stream, guys. I really appreciate it if you like and share. It will be hard for you to take it back instantly. So when I saw that post, I knew straight away that something was up. I knew straight away. And I was not surprised, because like I said, we all know the drama or the story behind Tuface and Annie. Annie met Tuface allegedly between the ages of 15 and 16 when Tuface was 24. So they started as boyfriend, girlfriend, and it probably took them about a year or so before they started getting into stuff. And while Annie was dating Tuface, two women had babies for Tuface. Not just one. You thought that the first baby, so this one woman had 3, the other one had 2. You will have thought that the first time the one woman had one child, that was a mistake, right? And then Tuface pounced onto another woman, you will have thought, oh, the first child was a mistake, right? No, but Tuface went back to the one woman, had another second baby with her, and then went to Pero, had two more babies, which means that I think Pero had 3 babies and the other woman had 2. 5. So 5 children, that was no mistake. That was no mistake. Abby said there is not one video where Tuface has said he's polygamous. We've assumed he's polygamous and not just badly behaved, but okay. You know what? He's polygamous, but I know. So today, I'm not here to bash any of them, but I just have to say things obviously from my own perspective as well, and my own experiences as well, being a married woman. So, and like I said, Annie was dating Tuface when 2 women had 5 children for him. On a normal day, if that was me, I would not go ahead to marry Tuface. And it's not as maybe both of them came from a rich background, or it's not as maybe they came from rich homo. When both of them met, none of them had money. But obviously, Tuface was already in music and stuff like that. But for that, a man was dating you. You are meant to be the only apple in his cupboard. You're meant to be the only cockroach in his cupboard. He went out to have 5 children with 2 separate women. The first time we have thought it was a mistake, right? But he went back every now and then. He had 5 children with them. All this while, Annie never had a child. So he eventually married Annie. And you can imagine the woman who met you first. Annie met Tuface first before these 2 women. You can imagine you that you have been with him from the beginning. You are the last person to have a child for the man you want to spend the rest of your life with. So Annie got married to Tuface. She had 2 babies with him, 2 girls. So which meant that 7 children. So for me, in my own opinion, I felt like Annie shouldn't have even married Tuface in the first place. He shouldn't have married her. She shouldn't have married him. And since that news of obviously what Tuface said broke, lots of people have been, out here saying 1 or 2 things. There's loads of it. I was at work today. I was trying to jump from one video to another. There's been lots of videos. People had lots of things to say. People are blaming Annie. People are blaming Tuface. Like, people are blaming both of them. And watching that Young, Famous, and African, I don't know why Annie was on that show. I mean, on this third season, she shouldn't have been on that show at all, because obviously there's been a rumor that Annie was on substance. I see when she left the show at some point, I didn't think she was going to come back, even though people were like, oh, Annie was a cookie. Annie was a cookie in that TV show. Annie brought the show. Annie brought the drama. Annie did this, that. Annie did that, this. At some point, I was wishing that I would not see her appear in the end of the video, in the TV show, but she was there. And then there was a lady, Zari, in that show who came at her. That one asked her that, okay, you are you are married to a man who is chasing 20-year-old small girls. That what movie have you had? Zari dug into Annie, and she couldn't say anything. And at some point, I was like, you know what? Annie even likes Wala. You will start drama. If you know you can't finish the drama, don't start it. Because I figured out that most of the things she did in that TV show, she will start the drama, and then when they come for her, she will start cowering. She will start cowering. OJ, exactly. Somebody even say, according to Zari said that. So when Zari made that emphasis, like, oh, your husband that is chasing 20-something-year-old women. So I was like, does it mean that there's another alleged mama that we are not aware of apart from Peru and the other ones? Just like OJ said, yeah, you mean 7 acknowledged children? There might be more. So when Zari made emphasis to like, oh, your husband is chasing 20-year-old girls everywhere. In my head, when I heard Zari said that, I was like, does it mean that there are more, that both of them are probably just covered up and they don't want the public to know about it? That was what came into my mind. So since that video came out, I've seen lots of videos like people going back and forth with videos. So there's a video I want us to listen to, and it's by a lady called Diary of a Nigerian. I'm going to find the video, but she made a post. She said, first, they groom you, then you lose yourself, and then they dump you. I am so angry. I never involve myself with things like this, but this is a disgusting behavior by this man. And the time when this woman is being bashed, you had this to say. Knowing you constantly humiliated her publicly since I was 18 years old. Why now? So I don't know, maybe this lady know them well. I don't know. But when she said since I was 18 years old, why now? Why heap more fire on her reputation? Never ever choose a man over yourself. No one is indispensable. Gosh. Hello, Mary Sugar. How are you? Welcome. Please like and share this live stream. And then let me find that video of the girl, of the lady. She had a lot to say about, allegedly, two Baba groomed Annie because I think she met him when she was 15 years old. So let's listen to the video.
Annie Idibia was groomed by Tuface, and you can believe what you want to believe, but she met this man at 15. He was 9 years older than her. A 24-year-old grown-ass man has no business dating a teenager, a 15-year-old. Adding to the unbalanced dynamic, the fact that he was an up-and-coming star and at some point was one of the biggest African artists. You have to keep in mind, we didn't have Whiskey, Burna Boy, Amapiano. We didn't have all of that. Europe, America, they did not know African music, but he went worldwide. So for people not to see Annie as a victim and actually make fun about her situation with Tuface actually pisses me off. She was a young girl that should have been protected by her parents when she met Tuface. And this guy started dating her with his 9 years of life experience that he was ahead of her. Knowing fully well she's young, she's impressionable. And she grew to just accept him and compromise and just accept that is how a man, that's how relationships are supposed to be. She has to just accept whatever comes her way. For some people to think that is funny, that she met him at 15, but was the last woman to bear his children because he had like 5 kids with 2 women. These women are not even side chicks.
Exactly.
These are co-wives. It's just that he didn't marry them.
I agree.
2 separate relationships, had children with them before now having a child with her. Do you people understand how mentally damaged a woman has to be to not only accept that type of nonsense, but to also rationalize it, embrace the children with open heart, like not even show any animosity towards those women and act as if everything is fine? Annie had her youth stolen from her by a useless man. And a lot of Africans will choose to look past that because they see her flying private, they see her holding Birkins, and they feel like she has access to so much. So why would we care about that? She should be happy. I don't think people understand that infidelity and manipulation can destroy your self-esteem,
Absolutely.
destroy even your trust in yourself. Like,
absolutely.
A man can manipulate you to the point that you will start questioning your own reality. You will question things you saw with your own eyes. You can see him doing something, but he will now make you believe he did not see it. He can make you believe things that never happened.
Absolutely.
Imagine there are women out here or people out here that have been cheated on by someone they would have never expected it from. And they are.
So that's the video of that lady there. Okay. And when I saw that video, I was like, okay. I quite agree with what this lady said here. I don't even know how Annie forgave what Tuface did. 5 children. And allegedly there might be more. Because if Zari could, point at Annie and say, oh, your husband that is chasing 20-something-year-old young girls everywhere, blah, 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 blah. There are how many movies? So let's look at this. Annie was known in the movie industry. She was well known in the movie industry, but she placed her life on hold because she loved love. She thought Tuface, Tuface is the man for her or was the man for her. And ever since that news broke, Toke Makinwa was the first lady who came out here. And I will say the kind of love that Annie had for Tuface Idibia, that is what Yoruba people call ifegbono, hot love. Hot love. Because I don't understand. Tuface never came out saying he's polygamous in nature or anything like that. I don't think I've ever seen any post. But yes, he's come out saying he loves women. So if you love women, why tie one at home down with marriage? Why don't you not just tie one? Why don't you say to that one that, okay, this marriage, I'm marrying you, I'm not committing, I'll still go out there and use my cucumber to tospay every woman. Annie overloved Tuface. And it's because of the love, the depth of love that she has for him that's ruined Annie. You all know this story. What who else in the who else in the music industry does this story remind you of? I dropped a post on my community earlier on. This story of Annie and Tuface. It reminds you of the video, right? The video and Chioma. It's almost like the same thing. Obviously, we don't know if there's no history of substance abuse with Chioma. This story just mirrors exactly the video and Chioma. So the love, exactly, Abby. So the love Chioma and the love Annie has for Tuface is too hot. And I don't think any woman should have such love for their husbands. No, that's a destructive love. That's a destructive love. So in season 2 of that show, there was where he proposed to her the second time. Even they were still having issues. You know, they've been talks of, even there was even a breakdown, a video where Annie broke down saying that Tuface is on his way to America. He wants to go and meet this, so this. He lied to her. I'm going to play that video as well. So this is the video of where he proposed to her. So I don't want to play because of the music in the background. Since this was where he proposed to her the second time, saying that make we do another 10 years. And Annie said, what do you mean 10 years? Let's do forever. Annie shouldn't have. That second proposal, it was not it. Come, he let him give you the most expensive rock. He's still gallivanting everywhere. And I've always said it here. He's gallivanting, he's had all of these babies. All of these babies. What if he infected you? What if he gave you sickness where you know if he heal? Yeah, that video is from exactly. So when she was ranting that Tuface has ran, he lied to her. Tuface family does not like her. This, that, you know. It was just too much. Right. The video is on this phone that I'm using to live stream now. It was like she was crying and she was like, you know what? I'm gonna ruin everything. I'm done. I'm done. I wish when she made that video was when she packed her bags and let Tuface go. Because if you look at Annie, when she married Tuface, she practically placed her life on hold. She practically placed her life on hold. No movie, just like Zari said, how many movies has she producing? She got married to Tuface. No movie, no nothing. But this guy, Tuface, has been obviously, you know, music career is flying and all of that. I'm sorry to say, I'm a married woman here, but I cannot tell you I love my husband the way Annie has portrayed the love she has for Tuface. And this is me being honest with you. There have been times that my husband went to Nigeria for a month. If you ask me how many times I called him, maybe I only called him once in the 4 weeks he spent in Nigeria. Maybe I called him once in the 4 weeks he spent in Nigeria. That kind of love that Annie has is a destructive love. I don't think she can function without Tuface. She can't function. And yes, trust netizens. They were digging up lots of videos. So like I said, you know what? I love the fact that people, all the women in movie industry are coming out for her because they know who Tuface is. And I think this is still a developing story between these two couple, this couple. Because Tuface, we know him. Tuface will not come out to social media and, you know, hair is dirty linen. He's not the kind of person who comes to social media and talk. And I think why people are dragging him down is that why now? You know, Annie is receiving backlash from obviously that show. People are like, get out of that show. She's this, she's that, her hair, you know. And yes, truth be told, if you watch that season 3 of that Young Famous and African, Annie shouldn't have gone back. In fact, I'm saying again, if that season is going to happen, if season 4 is coming, she should just resign from that show. That show was not helping her. And I was even surprised during that show that she even attempted to have more babies with Tuface. She mentioned in that video, in that show, that she was pregnant, but she lost the pregnancy. Like, come, when marriage is failing, Some women often think that, oh, having more babies will make the marriage work. That's a big mistake. It will work temporarily. Look at the case of Kora Obidi. Was it not a few days after she gave birth to her second baby that her husband dumped her? Was it not after a few days that she gave birth to their second child that the Kora Obidi husband dumped her? That would only solve, maybe quieting things down temporarily. It's not going to make the issue going on in that marriage disappear. No. OJ said, the man a public bulajari, my opinion, no self-love or moral control. Exactly. Like, why do you dip your thing in everything you see? The likes of the video, in him, they are both the same. Abby said, we know why. He's already tangled with another woman. He's already flaunting another woman. And we saw that. I saw that when I'm like, is this thing that Tuface left Annie for? Is this thing? I saw the video of that one. I was like, is this thing? The king will then take beat Yawo. He did on top of the roof for the new one that is incoming. And wants to exonerate himself of any blame when it comes out. Exactly. We don't catch him. So just like I was saying, it's so sad that the kind of love that Annie has for Tuface, it was a destructive love. And like I said, Annie shouldn't have married Tuface in the first place. Somebody was dating you, went on to impregnate 2 women and have 5 babies. Even you, where you be the wife, you never born one. And like I said, I'm surprised and shocked that she even attempted to have more babies, even at her age. She was at last year, when they did that show, she would have been 40 years old, even endangering her own health. And yes, there's been lots of, looking at so many things. People are on social media, official Omobots say, why? You let them win. Oh no, this breaks my heart. People are like, it clearly never loved that. See, when I went through, I was reading about Tuface and, Annie, I concluded that Tuface never loved Annie. He never loved her. That's just my personal opinion. Tuface never loved Annie. And somebody said here that hope Annie will survive this. So as it's been said now that Annie is now in therapy. I don't know what she's taking therapy for, but I would imagine from her, obviously from her reaction from the substance that she's taking. And somebody said, hope Annie will survive this. Seems our world revolves around Tuface, but Tuface's world does not evolve around Annie. Tuface's world does not evolve around Annie. That love is ifegbono, hot love, and hot love is not good for anybody. It may be true that maybe Tuface too was going through some stuff, but because he realized that if he tries to leave Annie, things might get bad. Hence why, he was managing her. But look at look at the things that he's put Annie through. Impregnating women, 2 women, 5 children, and the person you claim to love that you wedded, you gave your vows to, she was yet to have a child for you. Samuel said the 2 of them contributed to the whole thing. I don't like how people are making Tuface look like a villain. I'm not bashing Tuface. That's why I'm saying that Tuface too might have his own, maybe something he's dealing with. But let's be true to ourselves. You claimed you love someone, you've been dating her, you married her, but while you are dating her, you impregnated 2 women. Let's say the time you got down with them, it was a mistake the first time. You went back to the second woman, you had the second baby. You went back to the second woman, you have 3 children with her while you are married to her. That was when Annie should have packed her bags and leave. Because the kind of person Annie is, when she will try her best. I've observed her, and I think I've got a similar attitude or nature with her. I share the same maybe nature with her. When something is pissing me off, when I'm upset about something, and I'm not able to express myself the way I want it, like express myself without anybody telling me, oh, you want too much. If I'm not able to express myself, I swear to God, when I see green lights, I don't see red light anymore. It does not mean maybe I will go violent or no. I will be raging, and there's nothing you say that will make me calm down until I voice out how I feel. In Annie's case, she was trying to voice out her hurt. She was trying to voice out her pain, but she was not being heard. I think that's the issue with Annie. So she's been packing those things down, packing them down. Obviously, 5 children, packing them down. oh, she loves this guy. Maybe if I show him more love, he will desist from all of these things, you know. And then when she tries to, you know, showcase, she wants to go everywhere and Tuface is going. It's not possible. She was losing on the fact that she has actually placed her career, her life on hold, while this guy, you know, is out there. Yes, she's not suffering because she's riding choice cars, she's going on exotic holidays. Not because small money that they take, they buy powder. She was able to spend money the way she wants, but that piece, she was not getting it from Tuface. And maybe there was something else also that Annie has done to Tuface, whereby Tuface came up. But I think why people are dragging Tuface right now, yes, people know that, yeah, he's spread the seed everywhere. I think why people are dragging him is the fact that, you know, Annie is being dragged because of that show. Why now? Who is meant to have a back? Who is meant to have the back of Annie? Let me recommend. OJ said, infatuation can last forever. That's why people want to like themselves and their victim is like an illness of the head. Yeah. OJ said, it's as if Tuface married her out. Exactly. Exactly. Married her that, I've been dating her for a very long time and I've gone ahead to go and have babies with this woman. Let me just marry her. Assurance. Assurance. Just like the video sang. I believe he married her out of pity that, oh, it will not be fair now. She stood with me since when there was nothing. And now things because money come a day, I don't become fine man. Now other girls feel open leg for me. And now I don't born all those children. I know go fair. I make her just push her house. I don't want time again. Make her just marry and put for house. Hence why I said Tuface never loved Annie. And why come out with this story? Like I said, Tuface is not the kind of person who will come out here and throw his dirty linen out. But why now? He's already flaunting another woman. I already read Samuel's comment there. Rehab or not therapy. Okay, rehab, yeah, okay. Thanks, Abby. Samuel said the babe said, no wala. Like I said, the sufferness where Annie chop will remain. That one to go start from there. Definitely not IOJ. It's never love. It's never love. So Abby is replying Samuel saying, I don't think people are making Tuface a villain. It's just the info out there and the timing in the exactly. I think obviously people they've already put Tuface up for him, but they say, now you be dog. Yeah, we know you be dog. But that show, and there's been lots like Annie was trending in a negative way. You'll have thought a man whom he claimed to be her husband, the woman he claimed to the one that he loved. This woman that claimed to love this man, you will have thought that, okay, whatever it is, he will try his possible best to hold on to it. At least me that I'm sitting down here, I did not know they were separated now. He came out to tell the public that they've been separated for a while. In fact, he's filed for divorce. Do we have to know that? Why drop it now? And that young famous thing, I'm sure they will have filmed that season for a long time. They just released it. So it's not as maybe they filmed it last month and they released it today. No. Why did he do it? Why drop it now? Love is not by force. Exactly. I was watching another YouTuber here that I watched, but like, love, a marriage, an achievement. I'm sorry. For me, marriage is not an achievement. And at the end of the day, marriage is not how far, but how well. How well in regards to that, how are both of you mentally? How are both of you physically? How are both of you in all ramifications? If you've been married for 20 years, so that 20 years, is it not glass you are giving each other? Is it STD or STD you are treating? It is not how far, but how well. It's Abby said it may not even be pity, it could be selfishness. Abby said he knew no other man would put up lie. He probably liked a couple traits that he thought would make her a good wife. Okay. OJ said, imagine getting married to a man who everyone knows another woman is active. Exactly. Samuel said, even Tuface was at his prime. He is not the type that comes to social media. Exactly. That's why I'm like, you know what? Even at his own age, he's 49. You know, and I heard a rumor that his Bola is not allegedly working great. If you saw that post on my community, you understand what I'm talking about. It's not the type that comes to social media to talk. Annie has always been the one who comes out to talk. That's why I said, I know what, she feels like she's not being heard. She's not being allowed to hear how she feels. That woman is hot. That woman is hot. I don't know how she and Chioma especially that Chioma Davido one. I don't even know how you can keep quiet, oh. Obviously, because according to Davido, Davido is claimed that he has been dating Chioma even before he met Sophia or something. I'm sure I read that post there. And then, do you know how many baby mamas Davido has now before he married Chioma? So I love the fact that people are, people are standing up for her, and people are cursing Tuface. And I think the reason why they are cursing Tuface, I was like, no, you've actually made her go through a lot. This woman stood by you, even with all of your shenanigans as a public dog. She stood by you to where she actually lose all self-care for herself. She can't live without you. Everything about her is like, for her to live, it has to be by you. Money is not everything. Yes, Davido sang, money is sweeter when love enter, or love is sweeter when money enter. But that peace of mind, I don't think there's any woman who will be happy knowing that her husband has impregnated 2 women and gave birth to 5 children, where you did for house, never born one picking for. I don't think any me that I'm sitting here. Nah. In fact, if I see so, I will pack my mama mini, I will run 440. In this, I believe Annie made a mistake. She shouldn't have married Idibia. She shouldn't have married him. So I love the fact that people are rallying around her. This was the video he made, like it was the one that said it. That he yarned with him yarn.
Bless the more people. Nobody have my account. Thank you very much. Bless you.
And people were like, it shouldn't even be him coming out to say this. Should be Annie. Me, I was expecting Annie to come out and say, okay, me, I know they married this guy again. I don't drop him. Kotosi Tuface to come out and tell us that I've actually filed for divorce. Well, as with the way the divorce, I'm happy this happened. We've seen it coming. It should have happened a long time ago. It should have happened a long time ago. And there's a guy here who obviously is blaming Annie. He said it's a wrong timing for Tuface to announce his marriage breakup. Just last year, Annie suffered a heartbreaking miscarriage while expecting twins. The past few months have been hell for Annie Idibia, considering the intense backlash she has faced online. If Tuface was serious about announcing their separation, he should have waited for a more. Exactly. That's what people are dragging Tuface for. This poorly timed announcement is not only insensitive, but also disappointing, especially given Annie's recent struggles. Exactly. Absolutely. And then Daniel Rega said, Tuface coming online to announce the separation from Annie is kind of petty. This better not be for that reality show. At some point, I thought maybe it was for her to come back for the reality show. And even if both are having real life issues and he wants to get a divorce, there's no reason to make it messy. Both need to handle the situation like grown adults, at least for the sake of their children. It doesn't matter who is the problem. I don't even know why he brought it out here. Nobody knew about this before. Why bring it out? Why bring it out? And yeah, people have been saying, people have been writing about her around her. There's somebody called Queen Message Tank say, I hope my start in Ibia is good. I'm hot. I can't help the tears. I just want Annie good. This period, like this time, this season, hell no. Toke Makinwa said, this is wrong on all levels and you should be ashamed of yourself for bringing this here. Bring it on. If you think she's alone, let me tell you here that you will have to fight all of us. You know what these people are fighting for here? If you've never been married, you will know this pain. Even me that I'm sitting here. If you know how I'm feeling hearing this story, please like this live stream, guys. If you know how I'm feeling hearing this story, I'm hot in a way. And people are like, oh, people should be concerned for Tuface as well. Tuface has never come out to talk. But then I think it's high time men start coming out as well. Okay, if your wife do this, come and say. Women will come out and say, my husband did this, my husband did that. But men don't want to drop the ego. Drop the ego. Drop the ego. There's a post I saw about a certain poison. So this is a show, a certain part in the Young and Famous where they were discussing, obviously, him liking women. Name me one person.
Even if he's married.
Let's watch that from the beginning again.
And that a man would love woman's 100%. Maybe somewhere. Yeah. His dick will just. No, he's mine.
It's his mind, not your DICK.
Oh, you're talking about Jimmy?
Can you guys hear him? And Yabo Ojo were like, Abiko fed that fun aka no, I beg. Obviously, when he came out to say that his page was hacked and stuff like that. So Toke Makinwa has been coming out and what's her name again? Tiwa Savage also said the world will hold you responsible. Tiwa Savage said to Tuface Idibia, all Annie ever did was love you. Your wife is in a rehab center, literally losing her mind. You have abandoned her for Hai and Toke Makinwa to take care of. You are such an ungrateful person. Posterity will judge you. That was Tiwa Savage to Tuface. That was Tiwa Savage. I mean, to Tuface. That was Tiwa Savage to Tuface. And somebody here said, the part that pains me personally is that Tuface daft mother, who was always body shaming and moralizing us in the girls' dorm in Loyola and forcing us to pray for her son's success during mass when, upon all her so-called morals, she allowed her son to groom a 15. So this one is claiming that, yeah, that whatever it is they did then, you know. I'm going to drop the link in the comment section for anyone who wants to come in. Let's chat. Let's chat. I'm going to drop the link. Honestly, I pity Annie. I wish she had left, I wish she had left Tuface long time ago. Abby said, like, I'm tired of the pity party. Nobody's stopping men from talking or doing things for themselves. You lot rely on women so much, even for your own feelings. Absolutely. Play dangerous game, win dangerous prizes. Exactly. Abby said, exactly, like, I believe the women should be dragged so they are accomplices to show horrible behavior. Women starting a relationship with a married person, such is committed. Absolutely. Now people are like, who you want to leave Annie for? Who you want to leave Annie for? Another man's food is another man's poison. Guys, that's the link in the comment section. If anybody want to jump in, let's talk about this. We just want to do an hour. I've got another 15 minutes to go. And then Maraji said, now only them know what them see, come decide, say they don't do again. And that is fair and fine. But posting about it, knowing how this woman has been tagged, most in quotes, understanding wife, and then making a video in a berating manner. Tuface didn't have to post about that ending of a marriage. That wasn't even the bane of his online presence. Exactly. Men jumping, though, the floor is open for Namona enter. Knowing how she is currently being dragged, he could have just kept it off social media and let that woman heal in peace. I am happy she is free now, Sha. I hope she found herself and heals quickly. Also, why is he announcing it like he won a trophy? I tell ya. Nami dump her. There was a time as I was watching this guy that made, this Oju by day, this guy that was like the man with the steez. There was a time they were interviewing him and they were like, I've been married twice and it ended in divorce, and just so you know, I'm the one that filed for divorce. Like, do you win a trophy for filing for a divorce if a man files for a divorce? Nobody today man don't they file for divorce, and nobody today woman they file for divorce. So is it that men actually take trophy if they are the one who actually filed for divorce? Because I don't understand. Men, the floor is open. Link is in the comment section. You guys should jump in. I'm waiting. Let me keep reading what people have been saying. And Uche Elendu said, no love, no accountability, no loyalty, no culture, no bond, no memory, no decorum, no respect, no empathy. I am so disappointed at this betrayal and insensitive public announcement from Tuface. At a time like this, love does not count errors. The public do not need this information. You're too big for public validation. Exactly. A woman that locked in on your mess in the public space. I don't give a F what goes on behind us. But what we see, we believe. Men will stain your whites. Most of them forget so fast. Annie left her life for the man she loved, but love has failed her. It is well. Yeah, she practically placed her life on hold and stayed with Tuface. And look at what she's done. Look at what he's done to her. Toke Makinwa said, nobody's asking anybody to stay in a situation that is not serving them any purpose. Toke Makinwa was once married before, and she divorced as well. Okay? By all means, leave if you must, but why bring this online this very moment? we know what is going on behind closed doors. That's why I said that there are some things we don't know yet. Maybe that's why I said he's going to do his own, whatever he wants to come and do. Hello, Abby. Abby, you are in, oh.
I realized I was muted.
Yeah.
Can I speak now? You were talking with
Yeah, sure, you can speak, yeah.
Okay. The first thing I'm going to say is, before any man feels any kind of way, I don't support you guys. You guys should speak up for yourself, okay? I'm going to say that men will leave any woman in the desert with no water to drink. They would have a gallon of water and they would leave you there to suffer. They will leave you there to cry. That is how men are built. Men are built to be selfish, and I need women to start being selfish themselves. That is basically what this is. Because it is sad that we are in a world where we give a lot to people and we are taught that we should not have any expectations. And it's just, in my own opinion, it's so inhumane. Why would I give you everything and I'm not allowed to have expectations, even if it's just a little bit of kindness from you? Nobody's mad. Any reasonable person, anyway, I wouldn't say nobody, because I know that the internet is full of unreasonable and obtuse people. But most reasonable people are not mad at Tuface walking away. He's allowed to walk away. Nobody is perfect. People saying that, Tuface is being painted as a villain. This is not about anybody being the villain or the whatever. This is a case of timing. It's a case of lack of kindness. It's a case, even the body language from that video, it just showed arrogance. It showed no empathy. It showed no emotional intelligence. That is what we're on about. Personally, I don't believe that Annie is a saint, because we've even seen it from the reality TV show. I've watched all seasons, right? We've seen that Annie might. This is not what's it called? This is obviously allegedly. This is just based off of me watching a show. Mind you, I want people to remember that reality TV shows are not as realistic as they make it seem. They are also very scripted. Remember that production, one thing that producers will do is they will produce. They will cut and join. That's one thing they will do, because they are trying to get their ratings. They are trying to get Netflix to do the show again next year. To fund the show, and it has to have ratings for that to happen. So one thing, I'm talking from experience with that cut and join thing, one thing producers will do is they will produce. One, secondly, another thing that you have to remember is that they do multiple takes, so there's nothing that comes naturally. So if you tell somebody cuts and then you have to redo the take, is that natural? So I just want you guys to know that reality TV, there's a lot of acting. So it is not reality TV, unfortunately, even if that is what we sign up for, right? Just putting that out there. However, we've seen that Annie can be hot-headed. And let's really be honest, and let's actually be empathetic for once in our lives. Do you guys know that there's only so much you can push someone? And let's be honest, it is Annie's, or it has been Annie's responsibility this whole time to leave. She chose not to leave. So if you get to a point where someone pushes you to the point where you have to use substance to cope, if you get to a point where you have to lose your mind, if you get to a point where you're no longer reasonable, like what I can imagine might be going on with Annie, then obviously that is also on you. However, my question here generally, especially as an unmarried young woman, marriage scares me, because my question here is, at what point can I actually lean on you as a man that I have chosen to get married to? And I'm saying this because I, as a daughter of my father, I can lean on my dad. I have had to lean on my dad all my life. If I'm going to drop my maiden name, take up your name. If you are, I'm going to make you my priority, and my initial family, my siblings, my parents are no longer a priority as much as our family is now a priority. Why can I not lean on you? What are the, I don't know how to put it, because I was speaking to my friend about this, and it's just very sad, because I feel like a lot of women can be very graceful. We always show men grace, but men will never show us grace.
Never show us grace.
For the most little thing. Men are very quick to be like, oh, I'm choosing myself. But I have chosen you over and over again. So my question is, what is the point of marriage if I cannot lean on you to the extent of which you can lean on me? That is actually my annoyance in this, which is what I can imagine is Tiwa, and because I believe that the children are at Toke's house
Tuface's
at
house,
the
yeah.
moment, because again, she's in rehab. And my question here really is, if your wife of 20 plus years is in rehab, I'm sorry, should your priority
Hmm.
be a relationship with another man,
Good
another
woman.
woman? That's
Mm.
what I'm saying, because no woman would do that.
Yeah.
Relationship
Mhm.
would wait. You have teenage children and you come on the internet to talk. So you guys
Exactly.
have to understand that this is not about Tuface being a villain. It is, some things are just obvious. Why can't you wait? If you date next year, what will happen to you?
What will happen to you?
What will happen to Tuface if he decides that, okay, let me get the mother of my children, not wife, mother of my children right this year. Next year, I will focus on myself, because that is what most women would do.
We
I
do.
also want you guys to remember that when Tuface put out that statement, he called her Annie Macaulay, not
Yeah.
Annie. Yeah.
No, I
When
did.
was the last time anybody called Annie Macaulay? Can you see the unkindness? That
Exactly.
alone should let you know what kind of person Tuface is.
Mhm.
And when you're
Mm.
telling us that we're judging or we're making him the villain, that alone, he's a villain in my books. If you're going to call her Annie Macaulay, let that
Mm.
sink in.
Thank you so much, Abby, for your contribution there. So Samuel is saying that Toke that wrote a book on top of the man matter, that is her own way of healing. She was once married, she stayed with the man, and I'm sure I read that book, it was years ago. That's our own way of healing. So it's just, honestly, I mean, as it is now, they've already released the image of the new woman in Two-Face life. They say she's an honorable something something in Edo States, blah 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 blah. And you know what? I'm rounding up, guys. For me, I am glad that their marriage has come to an end, because with the height of toxicity, with the way this toxic thing is going on between them, it will better it will be better that they go away now, or it's better that they've gone their separate ways now than one person will now unalive the other. Because like I said, there's a post on my community tab. I can't find that post anymore now, where they said there was an alleged poisoning attempt, and that somebody's organ is not working properly in the midst of somebody cheating and stuff like that. So like, okay, who is trying to poison who here? Could it be one of them is trying to do a fast one on each other? So, hence the way this is the post I made on my show earlier on, that where is the thing that I posted? I don't know, I can't find it now. That obviously was there male baby mamas that maybe Annie found out, and then that was what tip her to the point of her going to take what she took. That obviously he's already going about with this new woman now. Those of you that are just coming in, like and share, The link is in the comment section if you want to jump in. That Two-Face steps out. He's already stepped out with another woman. Another woman has been. They've already opened. I mean, they've already shared the video of that woman, the new wife, the new girlfriend, and that it was alleged that one of the couple has a low functioning organ. Two of them has a low functioning organ. I don't think it's Two-Face, because if the person will get low functioning organ, we father 5 children plus the one waiting for us, that's 7. I don't think it's the one with the low functioning organ. And then also there was alleged that there was a stabbing which almost ended one of their lives. Who did the obe? Who do the shuki? Who did it? Yes, Annie is obsessed with Two-Face, and that obsession is what led her to where she is now. She could have walked away years ago. I'm glad that this is the way it is. Though I don't know if she's already aware of this news that Two-Face already came to break. I don't know if she's aware of it. And if she's not aware of it, it would be better if they keep it away from her for a very long time. Because if she finds out about this, or if she's aware, maybe it was what she's aware of this, that was why she's in rehab. But if she's not found out, they should at least try and keep it away from her till she gets a little bit better. Because the way Annie is going, if she continues like this, she might eventually lose her senses. She might lose her senses.
I need May Edochie. I don't even want to call that woman Edochie, but I need May to go and hold her hand and be like, follow my footsteps.
Exactly.
Follow my footsteps. I want her to do what May did. Leave it alone. Go out. I hope she has money. Go back into producing. All of these plenty YouTube channels. I know that everyone is mad at them. All of these YouTube channels, this one TV, that one TV in the Nollywood industry.
Yeah, I see them. Yeah, Messi Johnson TV, all of them.
Everybody's she should start from there. She did do like a, what's the name of their Ibibio kind of program a couple
Yeah.
years ago. It was like a series. I don't know why she stopped, where she was actually really funny. It did pretty well as well. She needs to just go back into production. She might not be able to act, so she might have to just do production herself. So I
Yeah.
hope she has money because she has the friends, she has the network. I think she should go back into production. That's my opinion. But I think she can only do that if she takes the high road, like May Edochie did.
Exactly. She just need to
That's what
forget
I
about
think.
Tuface. Yeah,
She
she
needs
really
to.
need to forget about Tuface.
She
Like
needs to.
I was reading a few of the interviews she granted in the past. Obviously, what has happened. Even if you watch her when she was sharing that news on that story of when she was explaining how can you imagine like 5 women, 5 children with 2 women. Do you know how demeaning? You can watch her when she was sharing that story on that TV show. That alone is deeply hurt. Like I think what happened to her was that she thought she could cope with the fact that, oh yeah, it's got 5 children from another woman. She thought she could cope, but her coping was actually unaliving her slowly.
Also, I
And
want a lot of us to remember something here. Our standards is not other women's standards. There are
exactly,
women that
yeah.
are out here saying stuff like, I don't mind being a third wife. Whether or
Mm.
not it affects their mental health, me, I don't know. Me, I have a very big issue with being a third wife. In fact, I have a very big issue with being cheated on,
The
period. Not talking
second
about
wife.
being a wife. I have an issue with another wife after me. I have an issue with so many things, right? But I've
Mhm.
also learned that it is very important for me to not judge women by my standards.
Yeah. Mhm.
Honestly, it's very important. So all of these Annie should have. Yes, by all means, we're just talking. But let's be honest, she might be okay, she might have been okay with so many things. Do you understand?
Mm.
So
Absolutely.
that's all.
Absolutely. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna start rounding up, guys, because I just want to be here for an hour. I've got a lot of video to edit. All I'm gonna say is this thing that happened has been long coming. And I think why people are dragged, like people are not even talking about the fact that yes, Two-Face had lots of babies, like they've already abandoned that part of Two-Face on him. But over the years, Annie has kept quiet. She was holding on. Obviously, she loves Two-Face, and she thought that she could be the good, understanding wife. And that kind of love, obsessive love, I don't think anybody should be giving somebody such loves. Me, I don't have such. I don't, and I'm not sorry to say it. Obsessive love, hot love, if that kind of love is where it will even lead either of you to your ending. So just like Abby said there, like as women, we have our own different deal breakers. So for Annie now, Annie could take anything because if she could stay with a man who has 5 babies while she's the wife, another woman would say, I can take it. Shebi, he has money, let him come and marry 20 wives. Some can take it, but it's detrimental to your health. Detrimental to your health. And that woman that is going to date now, Two-Face will not marry her. I want you to know that he will not marry her. Probably just have her on the side as, tospe. He will not marry her. And if eventually marry her, she wants to start having babies as well. In all of these, I just hope that both of them heal. But in all of this, in my own opinion, I believe it's Annie that sacrificed the most. It's Annie that sacrificed the most. She
Like
got
most
married to him.
women.
She has sacrificed the most. And people were like, why she? I saw a post, and why she sacrificed? It's not as if she's from a rich home. What has she sacrificed? When she met Two-Face, the Two-Face had money. When she met Two-Face, is she from a rich home? Come, at the end of the day, this matter now for diaspora now. All the money since they've been together, all the money Two-Face has made. If care is not taken, now equal, then go share. She will drag Two-Face to the dry cleaners and it will be split equally. Everything he has made from when he's been with Annie, now equal, then go share. But I don't know how it works in Nigeria. But she's hot. And just like Abby said there, I wish May would reach out to her if they know her And but as it is now, I'm sure she has lots of people around her. I don't know if she already heard this news, but for us to be in therapy or in rehab, it must have maybe this news pushed her to the edge, and then she just, and then again, like if a relationship is not working, women stop trying to have more babies with that person that the relationship is not working, because the baby you will get belle, the baby will only solve things temporarily. Oh, queen, new baby, this, that. It will only solve things temporarily. But the matter that both of you are dragging is still going to remain on the grounds. It's still going to remain on the grounds. Annie shouldn't have married Tuface in the first place. And like I said, in my own opinion, I felt like Tuface never loved Annie. And I'm sure there was an interview where he actually professed that it was Annie that loves him the most and not him. I felt that is when Annie should have just packed her bags. Like, you had baby one, baby two. Just pack your bags and go. Now she's in a state whereby I pray she's able to get her senses and pray she comes back and then gets better about, like, they'll make a better thing after her life. And it's so sad that, you know what, they've got grown children who will see this news. Those daughters of Annie would read what people are saying about their mom. And there's nothing as shameful. That was one of the reasons why Annie was so mad at Swanky on that TV show. That what Swanky did made her children question the kind of mother she is. And what mother will not be hurt if your children are questioning the kind of mother you are? So, guys, there's lesson in all of this. I'm sure there's still going to be many more to come. There's lesson in all of this. Okay, even if it's just one child, like people say, yeah, to those two women, assuming one of them was not married, Tuface will still be benching there. Look at the story of that Diamond and Zari in that show. Before that one got married to a young husband, Diamond was still benching her. Now they've separated. But if Diamond wants to get down with her, he's able to get down with her. Obviously, as per mother of his children, even though they were no longer together. Hence why the new husband she married wants boundary placed. That I don't like the way you go on about my woman. We are married now. Boundary must be maintained. And the stupid idiot is still saying that I know how to get that. If I want her like that, I can get her like that. Person we don't worry. You still want to get her. Obviously, it's because the woman allowed him anyway. If she come now, okay, yeah, carry leg for hope. She will. Yeah, just like I say, yeah. Just know that men will leave you in the desert with no water to drink. It's so sad that Tuface, like just like people have been saying, it's unusual, it's unlike him to come out with his personal, private issues like this. And this timing was not the right timing at all. This was not the right timing. I wish Annie all the best. I pray she heals and move on with her life. The Yoruba people say that talk about calling okolanfe. That is, if your husband dumps you, now husband you go marry. If your wife dumps you, now woman you go still marry. Annie is still looking beautiful. If she takes care of herself, she is hot, hot. She can still make it better, she can still rise again. She just needs to, block her ears to all this noise all around her, focus on her getting better, get back up on her feet. She's been beaten down now. She can still get back on her feet. And as for Tuface, we are still waiting for that press conference that he wants to do. We are still waiting for his own side of the story he wants to share. But for the fact that Toke, Tiwa Savage, and a few people are saying things, I believe there's more, which has probably got to do with Tuface, hence why Tuface came out to say this thing that he said. He didn't want him to be the second person to share that story. He wanted to be the first person to come and share the news. With the detriment of the fact that if Annie comes out, or if any of those people come out and leak this story, he will be on the receiving end in a negative way. I feel that's what's happened, because if you look at all the posts Tiwa Savage, Toke Makinwa, and a few other people have been dropping, it's as if something happened in the background that they know, and they maybe allegedly was Tuface's fault. All of those things, I've been saving them, but there's a lot of it. But at the end of the day, if a relationship is not working, Learn to leave. Don't stay till it becomes too toxic for both of you. Don't stay until it gets to see whereby both of you are resenting one another, that you don't want to see one another. You don't even want to breathe the same air that person breathes. Don't let it get to that extent. And also, when separation happens, separation does not mean that the marriage is totally ending. Separation actually means that both of you give each other that space, A, to realize what I'm doing wrong, that I can make amends with. Think. Also gives B the chance to think, am I asking for too much? Am I not doing the right thing? What can I do better? What can I do to make this better? It is those who don't actually want that family anymore that would not make efforts to make that separation worthwhile. I've seen people who separated for 3-4 years and they came back together and they're still married. They've been together, I think they were separated for 4 years. And after that 4 years now, they've been together for like almost 15 years after their first separation, because they learned their mistakes, they worked towards it, and they came back together. It is those who actually don't want anything anymore from that relationship that would not work when that separation happens. That's why you see that most separation often resolve to both couples not coming back together anymore. Abby said, also, it's disappointing that these women have little going for themselves with that network behind it. What are you doing? Exactly. Like Annie has lots of connection. I wish you would just dust her shoulder and come back. I wish you would just do that. The co-parenting issue. Exactly. I mean, from the interview of her that I saw, she was like, no, I have 7 children now. They're all my children. I love them. This is that, but there will always be issues. There will always. That's why I look at people, all these men that have multiple baby mamas. You're not going to have all of them in your house on Christmas Day. Even if you want to go and visit each and every one of them on Christmas Day, how many places do you want to divide yourself? If one is living in Akure, one is living in Sokoto, one is living in so, how do you want to go around all of them? How? Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being a part of this live stream. I think I'll probably be doing maybe short videos once I see any new updates. And I'm working today. I was working today, back to work tomorrow and Friday and Wednesday. You probably see short videos, guys. If you see these videos, please engage and watch and share. And I'm just going to round up, guys. Thank you and hello to everybody. I've not missed you all. I mean, I've not ignored you. I'm not ignoring you at all. You are welcome. I think this is the first time I'm seeing Mr. Samuel here. Welcome, and I hope you subscribe. And yes, Abby just dropped all of my social media handles there. This is my handle on TikTok. If you have not followed me, just doing me on TikTok, and I'm that mom of 5 on Instagram as well. And I also have my, if you have business or any collaboration for me, you have a small business you want to advertise on my channel, DM me, email me, we could talk on affordable price. And I also have a second channel called Wemi Space. Okay, that is where all of my vlogs are. Even though that channel, you guys are not encouraging me, but I'm going to keep grinding. All of my vlogs go there. And I think a shopping haul is what I'm going to be uploading there next. Yeah, a shopping haul and an unboxing video is what I'm going to be doing there next. So thank you so much, each and every one of you. We'll see you at some point. I think we have another live stream is it tomorrow? That boy who on a live is adopted mother. I think it's tomorrow or Wednesday, whichever it is. Please turn on your post notification so you receive notification for when I come online. And also there's going to be lots of short videos that I've been posting as well, guys. YouTube money must money this month. Yeah, you guys should watch and share. Right? Thank you so much to my able moderator Habi. I really appreciate you. A lot of love to you, and thank you guys. If you're not yet joined my membership, what are you waiting for? It's cheap, £2.99 every month. You guys can afford it. And if you've watched this live stream from the beginning till now and you've not yet subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? So don't forget to like, drop a comment in the comment section, subscribe, share this video, leave your thoughts and opinion in the comment section so far. And if you would like to be a guest on any of my live streams, DM me, let's talk. Let's come do all of this talk, because there's lots of topics I've got lined out. I got myself proper jotting pad. Everything is there that I would love. Like, if there's anything that catches your interest, I think that, you love my energy based on those topics, and you want me to invite you onto my show, DM me. The floor is open for everybody and we can make it work. Anyway, guys, thank you so much, and I will see you in all of my upcoming videos, and have a lovely evening wherever you are. Thank you and have a lovely night rest. Bye. And share this live stream, please. Share. It helps the algorithm push it forward. Thank you, guys. I'll see you guys later. All right. Bye. Bye, Abby.